I've applied to over 100 jobs. I've heard nothing back from any of them other than rejections, not one interview. And people just keep saying, oh, keep looking up, keep pushing forward, keep showing up every day. To what?
Got fired today from a job that I didn't even like, and what's really funny is they let me work the entire day before letting me go.
I got laid off from my corporate job, my first corporate job, about 6 months ago. I want to say like maybe 4 or 5 months prior to that. They let us know that there would be layoffs, but never mentioned exactly when that was happening. They were very strategic with this entire process. And then it finally happened at the end of February. And now, today, they announced that they would be laying off 900 people tomorrow. I don't know what's worse, like working for months knowing that you could potentially not have a job, or like finding out today that tomorrow you could potentially not have a job. While the CEO is working from his remote office where he lives in Southern California. This company is such a joke, and I feel so bad for my old coworkers who are still there that are probably spiraling out of control right now because they don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. But that just goes to show that your company, the company that you work for, doesn't give a shit about you. You're disposable. So make sure you are prioritizing yourself and like not giving all of you to a company who could easily just get rid of you the next day.
This is what Kevin Simmons had been talking about. He's been trying to tell y'all to don't put all your eggs in one basket. Do not trust your job like that, because this is the kind of things that can happen. And you see what's happening. But when Kevin was talking about it, nobody wanted to listen. Nobody did. He been telling this. He been talking about this. So fellas, this is happening right now. All the girls are going up in smoke right now, and it ain't looking good.
So many other people come on this app and make this kind of post, and you always hope that it won't be you, but here I am. Yesterday, I lost my job. I've spent the last 8 years with my company. I was in the warehouse picking and packing and worked my way into the marketing department, and I've spent the last 7 years busting my ass in that department. I truly enjoyed what I did and who I worked with. I don't have anything bad to say about the company. I wasn't alone, unfortunately. Several others from my company were also let go. They said it has nothing to do with your performance. You're a great worker. You know, we're wishing you the best. It has more to do with the economy and sales and revenue being down, and the organization just having to make some tough decisions, cost-cutting decisions, and eliminate some positions, and my position was just one of them that happened to be eliminated. Shortly after, I seen some people on LinkedIn from my organization announce promotions, aka we're cutting salaries of others and putting more on your plate. And this is why I get so frustrated when people say not everything is political, because everything really is political when you sit and unpack it. My company, like many others, have taken a hard hit from these Trump tariffs. These tariffs on nearly all imports have raised prices for companies and raised prices for consumers, and hundreds of thousands of people are losing their jobs because of the actions of one man. And it's truly infuriating to watch his response to the latest jobs report number be, oh, well, the numbers are just rigged. The unemployment numbers, the job reports numbers are just rigged to make me look bad, as I sit in my reality of no longer being employed and being the only caretaker for my child. I really hope that people become more aware and more involved, whether that's voting or protesting. It's important to pay attention to what's going on with your neighbor, not just because one day it could be you, but because that's truly the American way. Please make sure you vote in this upcoming midterms, and if you're looking for a paid media professional, I have lots of experience running ads on TikTok, Facebook, Meta, Google, Pinterest, etc. Please feel free to reach out, and thanks for listening.
I quit my job that pays me almost $90,000, and the internet is up in arms saying, in this economy, what are you doing? Is your job hiring? Let me tell you what the job was in case you want the job. And this is not being mean. Like, genuinely, if you want the job, have it. I'm not going to tell you where I worked because safety, but I worked at a bank as an internal auditor, and they paid me a total compensation of $88,000. Before that, I was an IT auditor at a Big Four accounting firm, and they paid me $70,000, and I left making $83,000. So if you want the job, look up internal auditing jobs in banks. In literally any business will have internal auditors, because we don't audit the actual financials, we audit the processes that they're doing. I had a business degree with a concentration in marketing and management and a minor in psychology. I went the internship route. The summer before my junior year, I was an intern at a Big Four. Then I was an intern again. And then they gave me a full-time offer. They gave me a full-time offer in New York City. I didn't want to take the risk because I was like, oh, it's expensive. I don't know if I'll make it. So I moved back home to North Carolina. I'm not from here. My parents moved here in college and regretted it. So I'm going to go and take the risk and go back to New York. It's going to be okay. I know my financials is fine. But if you want to work the type of job I had, or you were curious about how I was making almost $90,000 at 24, that is how. If you have any questions, let me know. Bye.
So the big question, was women lied to? Was they promised the boss chick era would never end? I absolutely think that they were. You got to think, a lot of women are in psychology, in social work, healthcare, and those types of jobs. A lot of men are in STEM, they're in tech, they're in engineering, they have trades. The men are still going, still moving along. This is why Kevin was saying, don't fall in love with your job. You should never love anything that can't love you back. And this is why I always say we need each other. And look what's happening. Look at the world. Look at the world. It's all fun and games until the bills are due. And look, they handing out pink slips like it ain't nothing. Like it's nothing. And I just don't understand why, as women, why do we have faith in our employers? Why do we have faith in our employers in these jobs as if they was trustworthy? Everybody said, get your job, get your career. Don't worry about no family. Don't worry about no man. But look at us now. Look what's happening with us. That's not good. That's not good. And you know what still do? The bills. The bills, the kids still need things, and life is still moving on. Life is still moving on. And this goes to show you, sometimes it's okay to listen to somebody that you might not like if they're saying something that can put you in a position. This might could have saved a lot of women. Women listening to Kevin Samuels, he would have been told you. He always been talking about all those jobs that was about to be let go. He's been talking about them government jobs. He had tons of shows about those. And what y'all say? Y'all said he was mean. He wasn't mean. And baby, we can throw rocks at each other all day long. But at the end of the day, we need our men. We need each other. So all I can say is we need to start building bridges. All right? Let's get out the battlefield. But I tell you what, for a lot of men, it's too late because they tired. And they don't want that big head text. They are over it. But this is why I say the government set a lot of these women up. They set them up to think that they were on a ladder, a never-ending ladder. And that ladder gave out. They don't want to be submissive to a lot of men. But as women, we are submissive to that employer. Make that